right, guys, welcome back to the Huntress. Jim from Disc Golf Brah here, joined by Alex Benson. Alex, after 9 holes, you feeling good? What are you thinking?
I'm feeling pretty good at this point in time. It's a beautiful day out there. The Dragonfly course is incredible. We had a total of 42 competitors out in the field, so it was an exciting day. And I'm looking forward to getting onto this back 9 where the fairways start to open up a little bit. Obviously not here, but after a few holes, they'll start to open up.
Incredible event. Yeah, it's going to bring us to hole 10, 316. This is a longer one, and it's kind of a tough, maybe a forehand recommended here. How are you tackling this one?
I'm trying to remember. Oh, yes. This hole is a big forehand hyzer. There is a sneaky route that it looks like Kat's trying to take. It's just inside this crooked tree you'll see off here on the right of the fairway. I'm hoping to just push something straight down the fairway and get as much of a skip as I can, catch an early tree.
That was looking good. That was our first look at your forehand. That was looking good.
Thank you. I've been
off the tee, yeah.
Avoiding them because they hurt my shoulder, but sometimes you have to throw them.
Sure. We're going to see a forehand out of Cass here. This is a destroyer. Gets a little too turned over.
But that should be all right. She's center fairway, and she's down there.
For sure. Here's Katheryn's up shot. She's got a lot left, looking to get some of that distance, and that'll leave her a little bit.
The ceiling a little bit there.
Yeah, really cool course how it has the low ceiling that kind of evolves as the hole goes on. It changes throughout, which is really fun.
All right, Cass looking up a little tunnel here, and that is a beautiful turnover.
Yeah, great shot.
That's an amazing approach.
Kelly found herself in a little bit of trouble looking for a big skip here. And, yeah, that works out. That'll be
and she got
a little
there.
Obstructed, but
she
yeah, good
putting.
Shot. You going back to this Toro here?
That is an AVR X3 right there.
There you go.
There's a little bit straighter of a shot, so disc down. And that's just going to sneak up and rest by the pin. I was pretty happy about that.
Great shot. And this will be a long par bid for Kat. Good run.
Just a little bit right of the pin.
Loving Kelly's glasses. Those things are sick.
Yes, there were several people who shouted out some compliments on the course today about those glasses.
She's got some style.
Let's see if she can get the par.
Good run.
Just bounce off the rim.
I do love these baskets, but they aren't forgiving if you hit the cage. You won't see many bounce in, so they really make you commit to the putt.
I've noticed quite a few getting rejected by that rim.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the height.
Good par from you. Great par from Cass. We're going to have a nice battle on this back 9. I'm excited for it. That's going to bring us to 11A. This is kind of an in-betweener hole, but a fun ace run, 172. What are you throwing here off the tee?
I am going with a forehand Toro shot. Sometimes I get a little spooked when it comes to throwing finesse putter shots, and I wasn't feeling it at the time, so I decided to switch to a forehand and throw something a little more stable.
I like that play because it is open on the left-hand side, right where you are.
Except there.
Except there.
There's that tree there.
Cass is going to give us a look at this putter shot, and she might have got a little spook there too. Kind of tugs it, but works out okay.
She might have a putt from over there, though.
There's no orange on this basket, so that would mess me up. The color difference, you know? This is looking good out of Kat. Just a backdoor putt. That'll work out.
So you mentioned this is hole 11A. We did actually play a 19-hole layout that day, so we weren't playing your traditional 18.
Does that come into play at all in your like mental play? Just knowing there's an extra hole beforehand, or no?
It just means one more hole of disc golf.
That's it.
That's a good thing.
About 35 for you there. That's a good run.
Yeah, missing the basket, unfortunately, though. Here's Cass looking at her birdie. That's just going to get it.
Great putt. Got one back on you there. She's fired up. Got a little construction in the background there.
There we go. Kelly getting her birdie.
Backhoe.
I think that was
birdie.
just parked there. It wasn't operating.
Cool.
So there wasn't any noise coming over.
Yeah, they do a great job with course maintenance on this. Shout out to Q, also one of our camera operators, does a lot of course maintenance, social media, incredible course. So thanks to those guys.
And again, just trying to save par.
You're looking dialed in like you're ready for a battle.
Well, I knew this was the now or never time. We're getting in the back nine, and if somebody was going to make a move, this is where it was going to happen.
For sure, especially on this hole 11, 492. This is our first par 4 of the course. Really good one. Challenge it if you have a big arm. You can get there with a roller maybe, but a really fun hole.
This is a fantastic hole. About midway down the fairway, there's a line of guardian trees, and the best way through them is on the right side, but that's right up against an OB rock wall. So it really is up to the player how risky they want to get trying to settle into that opening.
And that was looking great. Full flight out of Cass. Just hit that last
that's
tree.
exactly where you want to be. She's dead center of that opening there.
Kelly, unfortunately, is going to find this out of bounds. It does come into play.
Bit of an early release there. I'm going back to a Hawkeye here. And I kind of let that go a little bit early. I didn't intend to be that far left on the fairway.
Hawkeye, just a fairway driver, right? Kind of disking down a little on this hole, yeah. Smart move.
Yep.
We're going to see a nice rip out of Cat here. And this is going to find that left-hand side. But it does open up after those guardian trees, at least a little bit.
Yes, unfortunately, she and I are both in the guardian trees, so... Wow, that's an amazing overhand.
Great shot there from the drop zone for Kelly. And that's fun to watch. What disc do you have here? That's a new one.
That is a Ken Climo Wraith right there.
There you go. So looking for that big skip, yeah?
Yeah, again, ended up a little bit high on the left side of the fairway. It was just kind of hard to commit to that shot throwing from the knee.
This is that buzz from Kat. Just a little too much height, and this is going to fade out left.
She'll also be up there. She and I were neighbors through this whole hole.
And I got to believe Cass is thinking this is a must-get birdie for her. She's really want to approach this one head-on.
She's put herself in position for it.
It's a good shot. She does have some sneaky power. She throws it far. She's a good player.
At this point in time, I was thinking about running that putt, and I saw where Cass was, and I figured I would just lay it up and say, if you want it, come get it.
That's it. Kat in a similar position. She looked like she ran that one. That was a good putt. This would be a big birdie here for Cass.
It's looking good. Caught the pole. Online, just didn't have the height.
Yeah, I think this basket's slightly elevated. It looks like a little bit. I wonder if that comes into play at all.
Like
Pars all around. Kelly will tap in for her bogey, unfortunately, with the OB. Really fun hole. We're going to move to hole 12, which is another really fun hole. And less distance, but definitely birdieable.
Which one was 12? I'm trying to remember now. Oh,
12
yes.
is a 246 par 3, this downhill one. We do have some water deep. Doesn't really come into play unless you juice it, but you can roll down there.
It's definitely, I feel like, on your mind, standing on that tee pad. It looks a lot closer than it is. But regardless, there's still OB long, well short of that pond. Cast on with the forehand.
Yeah, we're going to see that FD again. And I thought this was going to ring it up. Just needed to miss that one tree.
That was definitely tracking. I'm throwing a Yeti AVR off the tee.
There you go. A little turnover, slight turnover.
Yep. But it just never comes back. And it's going to flirt with the OB line, but stay in, luckily.
Yeah, I do see that OB line. That comes up quick.
You know, that Cat also going with the forehand.
Yeah, this is her temple, just looking to get it down there. It gets a little too much height off her hand. And this needs to sit down as well. About pin high, but have a lot left.
So I got to give a shout out to Juge from Northeast Women's Disc Golf on this hole. They had water and snacks waiting for all the players in a little basket on the bench here. And that was just a really nice, thoughtful treat to have out there.
That's the best. I love snacks. That was a kind of a quick upshot out of Kelly there, but that'll be good for her par.
Every 3 holes, she's eating snacks.
Yeah,
well, that's an unfortunate rollaway.
Yeah, shout out to them. They're the best for sure. Cass really wanted that birdie. That was a
dangerous putt to run right there.
Yeah. Cat with kind of the half bid there. Are you looking to run this? Are you looking at?
I am, yes. Given that it's an uphill putt, I figure there's no danger in going wrong or going past it. And Online, just couldn't quite get it there.
Yeah, good run. So first time playing this course, any holes stand out to you looking back at it that you really liked?
I think
Or
that
yet
hole
to
with
come?
the hanging basket, just because of how funky the trees were on that fairway,
Sure.
that one remains in my mind. And also this next hole that we're coming up to.
Yeah, this next one's great. Tap in there, bogey for Cass. A little more separation between you guys, but it's going to lead us to hole 13, 269. I would say a signature hole for sure. Really fun one. The water doesn't really come into play unless you hit an early tree with that OB line, but you still have to get some distance.
I think a lot of players are trying to throw a turnover backhand up this early gap that the drone is flying. There is another line with a wide forehand, which I'm trying to hit that line. But as you see, I chose a magical inside line. I don't know how I got through there cleanly. Honestly, I didn't deserve to end up on that fairway after that shot.
Yeah,
But
that
I
was
did.
a sneaky one. Yeah, there you go. What disc was that?
That was a destroyer.
Cool. We're going to see this backhand. This is a mana from Kat, and this is looking real nice. Just needs to slide up, which it does. Yeah, so a little more height out of her hand. I think that was the money shot.
Oh, Kelly, I think that's her Wraith again right there.
Yeah, a little low, but gets through that main gap there. Be a long look.
And Cass is going to be taking that backhand line.
Yeah, this just never kind of hooks up, never turns over. I think the road here plays OB, which she's fine, but it did almost come into play.
There's Mark down there.
A little chasing the bees spotting. Cass with a good commit there.
Beautiful
That'll tap
approach. Yep.
And same thing, you're looking to do, similar thing. Nice
Just
there.
trying
using
to
the
lay up.
trees.
I was trying to keep it high on the hillside and just let it filter down to the basket.
How do you feel like this course compares to Vermont courses besides like snow and stuff?
It's familiar coming from Vermont. We play a lot in some tight woods, so this was nothing out of the ordinary for me.
It has a little elevation throughout, so cool. Good. This is a long look for Kat here.
Is she gonna get it?
Ooh. Good line.
The
Had you
number
played
of
with
putts. I'm sorry, what's that?
go. Have you played with Kat or Cass often?
Cass I've played with many times, and I believe this is the second time that Kat and I have been carded together.
Cool. And what were you saying about the putts?
Oh, I was just going to say the number of putts that have been missed by just inches so far in this round.
Yep, we got a battle.
What is this? You don't need 27 oranges. Really doesn't fit your budget.
How much should I add for the tip?
I'm pretty sure the trick is to half the price and then add
You know what? Leave that for a tip. But don't tip the IRS. Just pay what you have to and no more.
I don't know what's been happening to me. I'm being plagued by these daytime hallucinations of financial advisors.
All in your head. You made a lot of progress since you first started coming here. You were very low.
It's like I'm always saying, buy low, sell high.
What? Do you see this? It's happening again.
How does that make you feel?
Sometimes it can be hard to tell the difference between good advice and bad advice. Here at First Financial Advisory Services, we know the difference.
Get your money right with First Financial Advisory Services. Thanks to those guys again for sponsoring. That's going to bring us to hole 14. This is one of the funkier ones, 188. We have a wall of trees, and we also have a wall of rocks between the basket.
This is a tough shot. It looks like a straightforward hyzer, but the way the fairway is shaped, it's kind of hard to put it up on the hillside and get the fade you need. I chose to go with a turnover forehand. I hit the line I wanted, but one of those guardian trees did its job and kept me away from the basket.
I like that play. Was that your T-bird as well?
That was a destroyer right there.
Destroy.
And here's
I'll get
Kat
it right one of these
with the
times.
backhand hyzer. I think this is the preferred line of many players, and that's going to work out nicely.
Big turnover here from Kelly. Put her right up on the hill. You prefer having downhill or uphill putts?
Uphill putts.
It seems like people would want to be on the right-hand side of this hole, but it does give you kind of a scary putt coming down. And this is what you want out of Cass. That was a great shot.
That's amazing. Yeah, she put it right there. I have to give a shout out to Kelly Heslin from Vermont. In round one, I don't know if you saw those planks hanging to the left of the tee pad, but she took the Simon line and did a sky anhyzer over those and came within inches of an ace.
Dang, that's scary. Good run there from Kelly. Almost had it. Kat with a really downhill putt.
Catching a
It
little
checks
metal.
up, though. Yeah, some cool things on this hole with the planks and then that kind of tree pole there. It comes into play.
It does. You wouldn't think about it until you're right behind it, and then you realize.
Whoa, nice heel click
Just
there
like
from
that.
Kat. Yeah, that's definitely in your sight of vision there. It comes in. Little good birdie out of Cass there. You got a 3-stroke lead, but she's got momentum. We got a serious battle.
And she's not one to take her foot off the gas either.
For sure.
I know she's charging right now.
Good par there from Kelly. We got another ace run coming up here. Hole 15, 151. It's another one where you want to throw straight, but you can throw hyzers on both sides, I guess, here.
This is a must-get hole. Very little consequence on the drive. You can just fire something right at it, and if you go long, those rocks are going to stop you. So I think pretty much everyone is trying to ace this hole.
Yeah, I thought those trees were going to come in for Cass, but she missed them, and that's a great shot. You're going a little higher here.
Yep, throwing a Yeti AVR there, and a little too much, but caught a tree, and it's going to settle down nicely.
Cat looking to ring up this one.
That's online.
And Kelly with a little height, looking on that right-hand side. That'll work out. Yeah, I think so often we see holes that are just, very far with distance, but something about these short, kind of precise holes are really fun to watch.
They can put a lot of pressure on you, too, when you know that everyone's going to be getting the birdie. All of a sudden, a 100-foot putter shot becomes terrifying.
For sure. Good birdie there from Kelly. Cass is going to tap in for her birdie. And you're going to say, I could do that too, Cass. Boom. And Kat with a lone par, but really good hole. I think something about getting a nice, easy birdie mentally helps you throughout the round as well. That's going to bring us to hole 16, 465, another one of our par fours. It's wide open. You just kind of get it there, but we do feel some wind on this hole, would you say?
Absolutely. This is where things really finally start to open up for these last 3 holes. There's OB right and left, but I don't think it's really going to come into play. There's a lot of room for players to air out a disc here. Cass puts one up there nicely. I'm throwing. There's another one from you, Jim. There's Cookie Monster.
There it is.
Star Strike.
This is a rip. Just got a little turned over, but that was a bomb.
Burned over. Luckily, it cut away from that out of bounds.
Yeah, I think you guys just spent 15 holes away from the wind, and now you're starting to feel it. And it does some funny things to these discs, like Kelly's as well. We're going to see it with Cats here. Similar thing, just gets a little turned over. Seems like an easy hole on paper, but it's tricky.
It can be, especially this approach. That green is up there. The pin's sitting right on top of a little hill with some rocks, so when you come in, you're not really guaranteed to settle in nicely. You might stand up, you can see him there, and easily roll back down that fairway.
This is a destroyer from Cat here, looking to get a nice finish towards the left. This is a great shot. Maybe 25 left.
That's a good approach. I'm going with a Hawkeye here again. I'm hoping to put it out really wide and let the wind carry it in.
Yeah.
That just doesn't come back quite enough.
Is that CTP for you guys, or is that AMS? Do you remember?
That was all competitors.
Cool. Nice shot there from Cass.
Kelly with another one of those little buttery approaches.
Yeah, she's just so smooth, you know?
Her approach shots with those putters are so good. They're amazing to watch.
Good lesson for like younger players. You don't have to throw as hard as you can. Just be smooth and like throw confident. Good run out of you there too.
Basket denying another one.
Perfect day, right? Wasn't too hot, not too bad on this day. Like the best day for disc golf.
I don't think you could have asked for better weather playing disc golf in.
That's awesome.
There you
Cass.
go. Huge putt from Cass right there.
Back to back to back for Cass there.
Yep.
Woo!
Bringing it down to 2 strokes now.
2 strokes, 2 holes left. What kind of pressure are you feeling? You feeling pretty confident?
I'm feeling pressure now. I know on these next 2 holes, especially this one coming up, that it could be real easy to give away a stroke. So just hoping to get through it cleanly. I'm not really trying to attack at this point. I just want to play for par and respond. You know, if someone does make a move.
Good idea. We do have OB on the right-hand side, hole 17, 393. Cass, this just never turns over for her, and this got to sit down because we do have OB on the left.
I think she found it. We had a headwind on that hole, and I think she was counting on it to flip the disc, and I think she just caught an unfortunate little lull in the wind there. I'm going with a Hawkeye again.
Yeah, this is looking real good. Yeah, you don't want to turn it over enough to find that OB on the right, but the disc is right, or the basket's right against that wall, so great shot.
It feels similar to the tee shot on the par 4 we played earlier, where you want to throw something that's going to flirt with that OB and get close to it, but ultimately fade away at the last second.
Yeah. We got a destroyer out of Cat here. This has some nice height on it. Just
Good
gotta
angle.
sit down. Yeah.
Oh, looks like it's starting to fade. That'll be fine, though. Center of the fairway. It should be an easy up and down.
Definitely a bonus birdie on this one. This is a longer par 3, although it's a little downhill, but... All right, so it looks like Cass is good here. She's looking to get it up and down just to keep it close, and this is a this is a great
Oh, that's
shot.
so good.
That was a full commit there. All
Yeah,
or nothing.
No fear of that OB behind the pin. She was going for it for sure.
Great shot. Good up there from Cat, just looking to put it at this kind of wall of circles. And yeah, you must be feeling pretty confident after that.
Yep, I decided to just lay that one up and tap in a par. I didn't want to be putting towards that OB because if you miss the basket, you only got about 6 feet to go and then you're out of bounds. So it was not the time or place.
Kelly looking to get back to even. Unfortunately misses that.
Drawing a little medal though.
Yeah, you can tell she's super frustrated, but a lot of fun to watch her. She had a lot of great holes so far. This will be a nice par for Cat.
And she's got it.
Crazy par.
Cast saving
Scramble
par.
there. And that'll put Kelly at +2. This is going to get you guys. You're going to be up 2 with 1 hole to play. Hole 18 is kind of a straightforward one, but this initial gap is trickier than you think, especially with the tournament on the line. 233.
That is a tight gap.
We do have the parking lot. This is a great finishing hole. Kind of finishes you right where you start. Knuckles all around. You guys are having fun regardless.
Oh, we had a blast that round. It was a great card. Really good energy out there.
This is a mantra out of Cass, and unfortunately finds that tree.
And then I'm showing you the trees you can hit on the other side of the fairway.
You're just trying to keep it exciting for the camera, and I appreciate it.
Well, it wasn't very exciting for me at that point.
This is
what yeah, that's what you want right there. That's beautiful.
Great shot. Great way to finish. That was an awesome shot. And Kelly looking to have a big finish. Gets a little tugged on this one. Hits a tree, but it
what
kind
did she catch?
Out open in that field. Gonna be a good up and down here for Cass. Looking to run a little bit. That's a good shot.
Yep, she should be able to get her par from there. And scrambling with the Toro again.
There you go. It's a great shot. What's it feel like walking up to this final shot knowing you should have the tournament in the bag?
I think that's the most exciting part of a disc golf of competition is when you get to that last hole and you're walking down the fairway and you see your putter near the basket and all of a sudden you just know that it's over. You can exhale. All you need to do is tap it in and be done.
Great tournament from Cass there. Tournament director. Awesome round for her.
And this was Cass's first tournament. This was her first time being TD, and she knocked it out of the park with this one. So hopefully we'll have
win.
many more to come from her in the future.
Definitely. Incredible win from you. Great tournament.
Thank you.
Must be feeling good.
I'm stoked.
Kat's going to finish up here with a really nice birdie to finish, and Kelly's going to tap in as well.
That's
You
that.
see a little kiss in the background there. You're fired up. You're feeling good. Smiles
I
all
was
around.
Pretty happy.
That's a great thing about these guys is like morale. You guys had fun the whole time. It was really fun to watch your card.
Yeah, definitely some good camaraderie out there. Everybody seems to be just cheering for good disc golf in general. I mean, competition plays a role, but everybody's always cheering each other on, and just hoping to see some good shots and some good putts.
Hugs all around. That mustache is
Eric.
looking great.
My boyfriend and caddy.
Let's throw it down to yourself for a little speech.
Yeah, for starters, just give it up for Cass again. Having a good time today. Thank you, Northeast Women's Disc Golf. Where's Jules? Where'd you go? There you go. For sponsoring the event. Thank you for the snacks and water out there, too.
Oh, yeah, Julie.
That was a hell of a battle. Hole 4, Cass smashed like a 65-foot putt, and I knew it was on from there on out. So it was a good round. And yeah, I'd like to thank my sponsors, Innova Discs, Disc Golf Brah, Drive Bags, Disc Dot, Throw Pink, and Team on the Fly. Awesome. And thank you for
Yes.
Good job, Alex.
Huge congratulations again, Alex. Thanks so much for jumping on this commentary. Thanks for playing this tournament. Hope you had fun. This was great.
Thanks for having me.
945 rating out of you. You and Cass with a similar background. Yeah, great.
Same
great
rounds.
playing. How do you feel?
I feel great. That was a good day of disc golf, and that was a great battle. So this leaderboard here, we got Katheryn Maloney, 3rd, Kelly Heslin, 4th place.
Some great disc golf. Thanks so much again, Alex. Guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.